Good to go. Hello, guys. Hello, everybody. Not so many people here because this is almost the end of a conference, right? Okay. My name is Alex. I'm head of product at YouHodler, and I was working for IT industry as a UX engineer for almost 15 years for fintech projects. And today we're gonna go through some common user experience problems with ETH and ERC20, especially in our platform. Just let me say a few words about YouHodler. We are CFI actually, and this is quite untypical for this conference, as I learned. We have full set of products, including crypto savings and crypto-backed loans, margin trading, and exchange, and also fiat transfer. And our mission is to make a customer-centric bank where crypto and fiat may coexist. Yeah, and this is actually the first problem I faced in YouHodler. It was in 2018. I was doing my product job, and we were just a team of 8 people. And one guy came, and I was doing like quite a part of customer support at those times. And he was asking about ERC20, how it works, about stablecoins, and at the final words he said like he needs his crypto stash. Actually, he needs some money to hide from his wife. Yeah, and this is quite a typical case actually with old people, because they want their pension at work. They don't want to be charged a negative interest. Yeah, and because of that guy, actually he was like 80. From Poland. Because of that guy, I built this cohort called Crypto Grandpa. And this cohort is quite interesting because those people aged 65 plus, and they don't have any crypto exchange accounts. They use only fiat to transfer to us. Sometimes they have some kind of MetaMask or some abandoned non-custodial wallets. Keys always lost, actually. And 2 more cohorts, Crypto Juniors. This is quite interesting because these guys actually have really small amount of funds, but they hold almost like all NFTs we faced. And Crypto Senior, this is my favorite because these users actually trade a lot and they use other exchanges in addition to YouHodler. Yeah, let's start with Crypto Grandpa actually, because the problems are quite untypical, I think, for most of you, because you're most DeFi users. Who actually work for DeFi? Raise your hands, please. No one? Really? Who works for CFI? No one? Or only HR people here? Or okay. Yeah, just a little bit information about this Crypto Grandpa, as we call it. This is quite untypical, but they have mostly USDC on their accounts. Near 70% of all their funds are USDC, and other users have only USDT. And they perform only exchanges and fiat transfer. And fiat transfers, like we have like 20% of all fiat transfers made by elderly people, actually, who's 65 plus. And first problem with them is a lack of education, actually, because they simply don't know how it works. Like 3 weeks ago, it was one case where users sent us USDT instead of USDC, and it took us actually 3 days to actually tell to him that this is literally the same address and nothing happened with these funds. It is already in place. Second problem is some of these clients have abandoned non-custodian wallets, such as MetaMask or maybe other non-custodian, and they're always like keys always lost somewhere in the house, like this piece of paper with key phrase, and it is very difficult to restore. It's very difficult to transfer because those non-custodian wallets don't have their customer support. Another problem is they expect actually from crypto projects some banking level of support. Yeah, and they always give in orders like, I want to transfer this amount to my bank account, action, copy. And in some bad cases, they always trying to fear us, like I will be calling my lawyer or something like this. Yeah, but all those problems are minor. This is the huge problem actually with elderly people. The problem with chargeback fraud. The case is really simple. Some bad guy influences old people to open an account in CFI, and in this case, old people actually shared their credentials with bad guys because they look like they are acting from our platform. And after the transfer from a bank from this crypto grandpa received, bad guys actually stole these funds, and they always use DeFi to hide these funds. And after this, these old people put a chargeback actually. Yeah, but the fix is really simple actually. We are doing currently video verifications with elderly people literally from zero amount, just to make sure nobody influences them. Just watch your elders, educate them, because there are some bad guys. So the next cohort is crypto juniors. More about these people. Yeah, actually, one thing about these people that they hold almost any NFT we faced. Yeah, and a lot of other problems actually. The most common request from them is how do we accept this, or no, this is the wrong slide, this one. Yeah. Yeah, this is a really common request, like 3 to 5 times per day. They can send us some shit tokens, you know, like $30 or $50 transaction. And sometimes we were just unable to send it back because of the gas price. And one more problem, they want to get a crypto loan without collateral. And even we are C5, we cannot do that. But we found a solution. Oh, yeah, one more. Yeah, they have a lot of NFTs actually. And like 3 months ago, we launched this landing page to measure the demand for NFT-backed loans actually. And we've got a lot of requests. I can say like top 3 of this list are not minted yet. They're just simply measuring, they're just simply asking us to make a loan and show their idea actually. Yeah, and we designed this approach. I think there are plenty of projects doing this. The idea is quite simple. This entrepreneur, let's call it crypto junior, will generate some idea. So no object of art needed, just an idea, no physical object as well. And this NFT-based engine will mint NFT tokens as digital stocks. And in exchange, it will be sold in exchange for funding. Yeah. And in this case, this crypto junior, aka entrepreneur, will take some funding. And once the project or idea arises, he could return this money as a share of his or her revenue for NFT holders. Yeah. This is my favorite cohort, actually, crypto seniors. And they have a lot of issues because they trade a lot. One curious thing that they have what we call funding cycles, like 3 to 5 times per month they withdraw and then deposit their funds back to continue earning interest, because sometimes they need to feed their positions at exchanges. One more curious thing about them is they hold almost all the DeFi assets. And this is quite strange because the traders hold like 90% of all DeFi assets in our custody, not the crypto juniors, not elder people. Yeah, first problem is from 2020 actually. I think it's kind of Binance way of expansion, right? Because if somebody is sending tokens using the wrong chain, it's not longer the Binance problem, it is our problem. This is why we implemented Binance Chain in 2020 actually. And the biggest transfer, as I remember, sent by wrong chain was like almost $1 million USDT. Yeah. Yeah, and once you implemented Binance Chain, there is one more problem, because people start sending from your platform to another platforms actually, and in these another platforms nobody will help them. And we designed this approach. People just it's quite simple. People just need to pre-select their type of network even before they see QR code or address. And the same stuff with withdrawal. They should pre-select a type of network before they even will be allowed to paste their address. Yeah, one more problem with them is this Ethereum Gas Price. I think you're all familiar with it. The problem is not just the gas price itself, and not just we cannot just kick this transaction to be executed. The problem is once the transaction is stuck and fee rises, we should cancel it. We should put it again with increased fee, and people actually need to agree on this increased fee. And some of them not in rush. Some of them, once they know new conditions for the transaction, they just simply want to cancel it. And this is why we should collect people consents once we change any fee for any transaction. So that's pretty much it. Just let me share some information about from our case study about stats for ETH and ERC20. So our most ETH and ERC20 country is France. Like almost 11% of all ETH and ERC20 deposits coming from France, I think, obviously. And our most DeFi country is Netherlands, like 15% of all DeFi assets. And the good thing, the really interesting thing, that other countries are like 6–7%. And ETH is our most popular collateral. On second place, we have Uni. So I think this is it. Just need to say that if you face some problem in your application, if you face some problem that you cannot solve, just break it down by the age of customer or type of behavior of this customer. It makes things just a lot of easier. Yeah. Thank you, guys. Just time for questions, right? Thank you.
Hi, thank you for the talk. You're also providing fiat loans with crypto collateral assets, right?
Yeah, it's it's working actually this way, because you put any crypto as collateral, and you choose fiat as borrowed amount, and you can choose also stable coins. It's not available for all the coins, but for some of them.
And have you had any problems with like banks, traditional banks, where users couldn't receive their loans, or histories like that?
Yeah, this is actually a nice question. We solve it by using pawnbroker license in Switzerland, because the crypto is kind of asset, and you actually can give people loans in exchange of collateral, even if it's crypto, using pawnbroker license. Yep.
Thanks.
This is it, right? Thank you, guys. Thanks for listening.